How's it going, everybody? Mancave Dave here in Wisconsin with the final part, I want to say part 5 maybe, of my Christmas 2012 trip video game pickups video. Today actually is January 4th, 2013, and I am at home with my son today. He's taking a nap, and so I wanted to run through this so I can continue sorting stuff out, putting stuff away, and cleaning stuff up. In the back, these two boxes, that's stuff that I've already taken you all through. As you can see, the man cave is a little bit of a mess right now, still working on sorting stuff out from my trip. So, looking forward to getting this done so I can get this stuff all cleaned up. Anyway, all of this here in the front, from these game cases, the boxed games, all the way through to the Zapper and U-Force, were from one pickup, one person that I bought it from. I put an ad up on Craigslist that I was going to be in my hometown, and if people had old games they wanted to sell, to let me know. I'm just letting them know I'm a collector, but I also do sell and trade stuff too, so if people had stuff they wanted to trade, then I'd be interested in that. And I think it's important for me to let folks know that first and foremost I am a collector, because some people who have been collecting this stuff, they don't want to just take it to like a GameStop and part it out. They want it to go to a good home. And so, just like I want to let folks know that I'm a collector, I also want to let them know that I don't need 3 copies of Super Mario Brothers 3. And so when I do have doubles, I do trade and sell. Anyway, so this gentleman responded, and my dad and I went out to the place. It was near actually an old school that I went to as a kid. But we get there, and my dad and I are both pretty big guys. I think the gentleman was a little bit nervous at first. He's like, "Yeah, my wife told me it was foolish to have you guys come out here. You're not going to knock me in the head and rob me, are you?" I'm like, "No, sir, don't worry." He's like, "Well, you're not going to, rip me off." I'm like, "My goal here, sir, is for both of us to walk away happy." So he seemed a little bit more at ease after that. But I didn't haggle with him as much as I normally would, just because, excuse me, he seemed a little nervous to have us there. But anyway, I'll start down here. Found it kind of funny because I just bought another NES satellite. But this is an NES satellite in the box. I opened it up so you can see it has the top styrofoam. The actual, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Actual system, receiver, all the paperwork is still in the plastic. It looks great. This stuff is all in the plastic, so even though the box is a little bit rough, a really great find there. So excited to add that to the collection. Next thing we have here, I'm not going to open it up, is a U-Force, which I haven't tested yet. I'll probably do that a little bit later today. I actually have one of these already, so I need to compare and see which one is in better shape, because that's the one that I will keep for my collection. And then, the one that's not quite as good a shape, I'll sell or trade to make up some of the money. Then we got a lot of these controllers. They were all kind of jumbled in a box, so they're a little bit dirty. I need to clean them up. But we got a orange zapper. Let's see, the RF box. One of these crazy quick shot controllers, which I had never seen before. A couple years ago, I finally found one. Another NES Advantage. Random PlayStation third-party controller, 2 regular controllers, and the deck, which is a little bit yellowed, but oh well. Didn't come with a power cord. Well, I should say there were several power cords, but none of them were the correct ones that went with this system. Sorry, I took a big drink of Diet Coke before I started recording, and now I'm all burping. But anyway, so we got all those accessories. And then down here, I've got 4 empty clamshell cases. And then cases with games. We have Wizards and Warriors, Star Voyager, Golf, Bionic Commando. It's a great game. Metal Gear, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, with the manual, it looks like. I was excited to find that. Black Bass, and of course, Contra. What a great game. Looks like with the manual. I'll open this up. Looks like there's a couple of different things in here. A lot of this stuff I haven't even opened yet, so it's kind of fun to see what all we've got here. So there's the game. Looks like, the Blades of Steel manual. And a couple inserts that usually came with the game. So, and a Mario 3 booklet. So it looks like I'll need to go through everything and make sure stuff is in the right case. Then we got Mario Brothers 3, Jurassic Park with a manual, Adventures of Link with some paperwork, Skate or Die, Castlevania, Paperboy, DuckTales, that's a fun game, and a couple copies of various incarnations of Mario Brothers. Next, in Funko Land cases, we got Bugs Bunny, Crazy Castle, 2 copies of Legend of Zelda. What's this? Kung Fu, Burger Time, Mule. I don't think I had this before, so that'll be a nice addition. Tetris, Ice Hockey, and Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. We have several different books, which was kind of fun to see. I remember these How to Win at Nintendo Games. I had 2 of them. This is the box set. How to Win at Nintendo Games, also 2 and 3. So that's kind of fun. Trip down memory lane. Various manuals. We got Mario Brother Duck Hunt, Dr. Mario, one of these insert poster things from the game. Let's see what it has on the inside here. Maybe. Some of the different games offered by Ultra. Some more paperwork. NES Advantage. Alright, booklet. Super Pitfall. Ice Hockey. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Star Tropics. Life Force. Love that game. Star Wars. Mission Impossible. Shadowgate. And then, Super C. Alright, I don't think I had that. And then the Exodus Ultima Hint Book, which is kind of fun. It's like a comic book at first, and then in the back there are different tips. So it'll be fun to look through. Let's see, some more games loose. We have this fun holder. It's actually the second one of these that I have. But we have Golf Grand Slam, which I don't think I had. Jackal, Silent Service, Time Lord, Narc, Blaster Master, Double Dribble, 1943, another great shooter, and Ice Hockey. Each one of these also has a black case, so I'm going to be set on those for a long time. Move over here. Tried sliding this in, but it just wasn't having it. So let's see what we got. Dino Wars, which I had just picked up on the way down, so now I have 2 copies. Super Pitfall, Life Force, Bandai Golf, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Swords and Serpents, which I don't think I had, 2 more copies of Super Mario Bros. 3, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which, I don't know, I may have had both of these. I know I had at least one, but now I have both. Tiger Heli was one of my favorite games as a kid. Tetris and Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. And then up here, we got Double Dragon, Dragon Warrior, Adventures of Bayou Billy, Gauntlet, the licensed version, and Adventures of Link. And these cases are kind of neat. They have buttons that you push to release the game and let them up, and then they push down so they don't fall out if they tip over, which is kind of nice. Well, hypothetically, they don't fall out. And then these are all the boxed games I've got. So there were 2 boxes for Super Mario Bros. 3. Disney Adventures. Now some of these boxes are a little bit rougher, like this one, but a lot of these are just in fantastic shape. Even have the plastic still on the game. Operation Wolf, which is a little bit rougher. Snake's Revenge. It's a great looking cover right there. It just screams 80s to me. Exodus Ultima, or Ultima Exodus, I guess if I'm getting that turned around. Star Wars. It's another great looking box. Fantastic shape. Followed by The Empire Strikes Back, which again, just look at that shine. It's just a great shape. Let's see, open it up. I'm not sure if this one had the plastic or not. Yep, still has the plastic on the game. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to butcher this. Magic of Shahira. Yeah, Magic of something or other. oh boy, Scheherazade? I don't know. Anyway, there's 2 copies of this actually in the box. Both of them are in fantastic shape, as you can see. Good shine. And I think that these also, that one doesn't have the plastic. Let's see if this one does. No, both of those don't. So again, some of them do, some of them don't. What else we got? Star Tropics and Blades of Steel. And then Solstice, the quest for the Staff of Demons. Silver Surfer, another great looking box, just an iconic picture. Great condition. Another one that screams 80s, Vice, Project Doom. Shadowgate, Mission Impossible. Super C, another Final Fantasy in the box, which this is pretty heavy. I think it has, well, it's in the plastic, has the maps. It's a great find. Heavy Barrel, Sky Shark, another fun shooter, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, as always, I want to get a good deal on stuff, but I also want to be fair with people. Of course, I don't want to pay retail, but I also don't want to offer somebody like, here's $20 for all this. So in looking through this, I was thinking, he's got some great games. He's got a lot of stuff that I don't have or that is pretty valuable. I was going to offer him $250, and he's like, I was really thinking I want to get $300 for this. And so, I was going to offer to meet in the middle, but I had the money, and I really wanted the lot. And again, he seemed kind of jumpy and distrustful, so I just said, okay, I'll give you $300 for it. And so, with that, it's definitely worth $300. Retail, all this is probably worth about $500 or so. So still a pretty good deal for me. I got a lot of boxes that I didn't have in the collection, and some stuff that I can upgrade in my collection. If I had to do over again, I would have offered him $275 just to see if he would have taken it, just because, $25 is $25. Some people wonder, Dave, you're spending a lot of money here. This lot was $300. You saw the other stuff that I got in the other videos. Something to keep in mind, though, with this is that I do a lot of trading and I do a lot of selling. And so every time I have doubles, I'll put a Nintendo system together with 10, 12 games, and I'll sell that for 80 or 90 bucks. And so last month, for instance, I probably recouped about $2,000 worth of cost. And so, that money, I took half of that and put it towards this trip with collection, which basically will pay for the stuff I bought, plus, pay for the stuff that I bought last month. And so that way it keeps the system of my collection going, which my wife is happy about, that it doesn't cost us money. But I don't want to rip people off. And so I build, good packages with working systems and a fair amount of games where, you might go to a retail store and pay $50, excuse me, just for a console, add $40 to that and I'll give you 12 games, 2 controllers, all the hookups, everything you need. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this last part of my video, and I'd be interested to hear what you folks do as far as like recouping your cost. And I know resellers a lot of times get a bad name for themselves, but a lot of times those two are the folks that go out there, they know nothing about games, they're just in it just for the profit. And so while I do resell stuff, I don't think of myself necessarily as a quote-unquote reseller, because for me, excuse me, it's all about the collection, which this will vastly help. Speaking of the collection, pretty soon here I need to do another video on the collection. I've put up some of my boxed games now, which you can see, and I'm going to have a bunch more to add, and then all of my unboxed games. I think I'm up to about 420, 30, I'm not sure, games, individual NES games, so yeah, I'm like halfway there, right? And I'm out of room for my Super Nintendo games. I've got 3 rows there, and then all of these boxes back here are Super Nintendo games, so I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with those. I need to build some shelves. Anyway, from here in Wisconsin, this is Mancave Dave. I hope that you enjoyed my coughing and hacking, and by that I mean my videos. One last quick thing to show that I picked up just last night is a copy of Super Smash Brothers in the box. It's just missing the manual. I think I paid $30 for this, and so a little bit rough, but I definitely wanted to pick this game up, and I can find a manual pretty easy. So I can add that to my boxed N64 games over here, which again, I'll have to do a video on soon. So, from here in Wisconsin, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all at the next sale. Take care.